The Bears, football town. Why did we move to football town? We moved to Ottawa because Chris wasn't sure of his security and employment, and it's better to leave than to be sent away, I guess is what it comes down to. So we came up to look for a job. But when we moved out here, it's big football. I mean, we started watching football first when we were married, and I only had ever watched hockey. Chris taught me what everything in football meant. They're from Ontario, I guess, really. He went to school in Labrador, but Ontario is football. I mean, I don't know if anybody plays football anywhere else. I guess they do, but I don't remember anything of football in Labrador, especially not in Newfoundland, although my mother will say that years and years ago, the men used to go over on the field over behind the gills, where the gills are there now, and play football. I don't know if it's true or if it's just one of those stories of somebody, that comes out of people. That was quite a few years ago. But Chris explained football to me, and so I guess the essence of what's been going on here is where I was going along, which was looking into the future and concentrating on everything that I was going to do and really conserving everything where I was, because tomorrow is going to be a rainy day for sure. There's going to be a rainy day 3 weeks down the road. Being very, very careful. With marriage, I went wide. And we consolidated our accounts. They put Chris's name on my my visa that I already had, my gold visa, because I had spent wisely and been careful and had a good credit rating. And even though I didn't have a high level on it, when my father and mother got, when this was a new thing, the gold Visa Gold or whatever, I ended up with the Visa Gold. Also, I don't remember I used it, I guess, to order things from catalogs. Once a year I bought myself a really nice outfit for social occasions with my colleagues, or for special occasions at church. Every year, one new really nice outfit, or one new really nice woolen skirt. And before we left, I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if we put it out with the yard sale. All these beautiful clothes. Everything that I had that was so fantastic and so exquisitely purchased and made, all of my woolen clothes in particular, gone. But that wasn't what it was about. It was about consolidating, still worried about people ending up with someone else's debt due to becoming married. And perhaps somebody said, maybe I'm just, picking up on these signals from We Are the Dead or We Are the Living, and spiritually put on a line out, which is in the Bible, to try and deal with something when it's just one puck after another coming at us proverbially in our lives. And I'm sorry for Pat Quinn. I'm sorry for his family. Because I didn't follow him, but just looking at his face there, he's definitely the essence behind so much in hockey, isn't he? And a good man. And but anyway, marriage. Perhaps it's a grassroots thing to try and get some laws for women, to protect women. Protect men also in similar situations when women do it to them, or it happens to the opposite person in the marriage. And they can go again, she's not working, but in this marriage, that was a choice that was made for the marriage. And we're not someone else's marriage, and we were never here to uphold someone else's marriage. And me being a woman at home, and us not having to travel or not having to do anything unless we saved, and me being the type of person who understood to do that, and never having traveled myself unless it was getting a grant and traveling for educational purposes, or traveling for workshops and taking advantage while I was there and seeing a site or two. In our family, unless we have to spread ahead and do the non-religious people too, to keep a people house along with a church house, we didn't need it. We could have done fine, but in any case, we ended up joining our bank accounts and putting everything in one bank account, and all of the credit was going in one bank account. And this was our new, when we changed the social insurance numbers and social insurance numbers, hopefully not, somebody else may have, I kept mine, changed my name. When all of that was done, all of the banking was joined together, any loans that one or the other of us had. Mine were pretty much paid off. I was older than Chris and had been working longer. It was all consolidated, and the house was put between us, and that's what happens in a marriage. I was just following the basic rules that you assume what happens. You hadn't even thought of it. You're just wrapped up in a whirlwind. No matter how many years you're going, a lot of times there is no actual, that I have seen, clear-cut guide to a woman financially before a marriage, or guide to a man financially